Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to Eleutheria, where we talk about all things liberty. Eleutheria is the Greek word for freedom, and that's why I chose it for this channel, because, slowly but surely our liberties are being eroded. And so this evening I wanted to fill you all in on what happened this morning. I went to the doctor, and it's quite remarkable how it's taken a novel coronavirus for me to actually feel comfortable going to the doctor in winter. Because normally I'd be like, okay, I don't really want to go because I'm going to catch something that I don't have. Waiting in those crowded waiting rooms because it's flu season and everybody's there. And now it's actually quite pleasant. It's like one of the COVID measures that I actually am quite happy about, if I'm honest, because everybody has to sanitize their hands and everybody has to keep a mask on so that they can't, hopefully they keep some of their germs to themselves. Like normally our doctor's room, it has 20 seats in the waiting room. Yes, I actually counted them this morning. And there'll be people standing and waiting, and you wait there for like 2 hours to be seen by a doctor. And now, as soon as there's 6 people in the waiting room, the receptionist goes to the door and says, no, just give me your details and I'll phone you when you can come in, because I'm not allowed to have more than 6 people in the waiting room. It's like so nice. It's really nice. Because I don't have flu or COVID or anything. That's not why I went to the doctor today. And so I don't know what everybody else feels about the measures. I actually wrote a bit of a thing that I WhatsApped to my husband whilst I was waiting. So I might read it to you. In flu seasons gone by, we all sat in crowded doctors' waiting rooms, gladly sharing our germs with each other. But not in 2020. Nope. South Africa's flu season for 2020 sees the same 20-seater waiting room only allowing 6 people to wait at a time. People come to the door and the harassed receptionist has to walk the 20 or so steps to the door and inform the person ringing the bell that she may not allow more people to enter. She takes the details of the person and promises to phone them once the waiting room is emptied of 1 or 2 people. The phone rings and the receptionist cannot answer as she is at the door dealing with impatient sick people. How's it, Joe? I watch this as I wait for my appointment and marvel at the fact that in years gone by, it was okay for us to swap flu germs in a crowded waiting room. But this year, because of a novel virus, we have to distance. My doctor has to wear a visor and a mask to consult with me. I can barely hear or understand her. I can't read her facial expressions to tell if she thinks I've been on Google too much or truly thinks my theory of my ailment might be true. Truth is, I've been delaying this consult because consulting doctors under the current conditions is not easy. No, the practices are not overrun, but the protocols in place mean that the consult is a different experience. Miscommunications happen because we can't hear or understand each other fully. Facial expressions are no longer a way by which we can tell if someone is telling the truth, is skeptical, or indifferent. Husbands can no longer accompany wives. Parents are being separated from children for procedures. Healthcare is no longer a wellness appointment and is just about the symptoms. And yeah, that's like, I like the fact that I don't have to swap germs that I don't want to get. But I mean, it's not fun being consulted by a doctor that has to hide behind a shield and a mask, and it's not the greatest. Hello, Linda. Welcome back. It's good to see you guys here tonight. I agree. Joe had an awesome stream earlier, interacting with his viewers, and there were a few, which was awesome to see. So yeah, have you had to go to the doctor since this whole coronavirus thing happened? What do you think about not having to wait in crowded waiting rooms? My biggest thing is I don't want to have to need an emergency room. Like, if my kids get hurt that they need to go for x-rays or something, like, I really don't want that to happen. Because, yeah, as far as I'm aware, the parents are not allowed in. I'm not sure if it's a teeny tiny human, what's happening. Joe, I'm glad you've been healthy and haven't needed the doctor. That's awesome. It boggles the mind that, you know, the flu, for certain people, influenza can be as deadly as the coronavirus. But no, it's only because of coronavirus that we have to keep the waiting rooms uncrowded. It boggles my mind. Absolutely. I'm streaming from my bed tonight. Oh yes, Linda, you work in this industry, so you would know. Parents are allowed in with children, but only one parent. Okay, I feel a bit better. So I can tell my kids they can break a bone. Like, I don't want them to break a bone, obviously, but like, it's okay. One of us can go with them if they need x-rays and stuff. We have a family friend that is she's like the hospital manager, but the admin side. And she was telling us that there were like teenagers going in for procedures, I don't know, like maybe adenoids or tonsils or whatever. And the parents were having to leave them at the door of her hospital. Like, they weren't allowed any further. So that's why I was just like super worried about emergency stuff. Like, that you actually need an emergency room for, that, you know, my family doctor wouldn't be able to deal with for us. But yeah, I feel a little bit better, like if accidents happen. Thank you, Linda. You're a valuable viewer. And I know that sounded sarcastic, and I didn't mean it that way at all. Sorry. I'm streaming from my bed tonight because I'm using my laptop, and I'm doing that because Saturday's stream had some sound issues that I only realized after the fact. So I just thought I'd use just a cell phone headset and stream from my laptop. The camera's not as good, unfortunately. But we'll deal. I'm really looking forward to Saturday when we might actually get to take our kids to drive-in. We won't have to disappoint them again, because eat-in dining is allowed. So they're allowed to show the movie. Ridiculous regulations, seriously. So anyway, for any new people that might have found this stream, this is Eleutheria. We talk about all things liberty and how we don't like our liberties being taken away. Sometimes we bleat a bit about lockdown regulations. And sometimes we praise some for lockdown regulations, like social distancing in doctors' waiting rooms. And if you like the content that you see here, please subscribe, ring the bell to make sure you get all notifications, and give the stream a like. Apparently it drives viewership. But the best way that you can drive viewership is to share this with your friends, because your friends might share the same viewpoint as you, or then you might want them to share the same viewpoint as you, and then you can share my content with your friends, and that would be really awesome. Other than that, how has everybody's week been? I've been feeling a little bit not myself. I actually thought I was getting a migraine on Sunday, so I took a cocktail of medications and didn't really do much to relieve the tension headache I was having. I took it away for a while but it came back. So yeah. That's why I didn't stream on Sunday, because we had a family lunch and then I took the medication. I was like, okay, I'll nap a bit and then I'll wake up and I'll stream, Sunday evening, Sunday night, 8, 9 o'clock, whatever. And I was zonked. I was like, I'd had 3 double whiskeys or something. So I was like, well, can't stream tonight. And then yesterday it just wasn't right. So hence the 2 days I took off. But I just wanted to talk about my thoughts on the doctor's room today. So I thought I'd stream quickly. I know most people are probably watching Ronaldo debate the Cape Independence Advocacy Group, or the CIA group. I'm a bit fatigued by that sort of content. It's been basically on all the streams, all the shows that I've watched and everything. And I'm all for it. Even though I don't live in the Cape. I'm all for it happening. So I don't need to watch any more of it. Yeah, like Joe said, Joe's watching both of us because he's awesome that way. And he said so far it's the same as all the others. And you thought it was going to be more of a debate. Okay, Yeah, that's what I would expect from Ronaldo. But he's also awesome in the fact that he does give people a chance to get their idea across fully, you know, to his audience, which is awesome because, I mean, Ronaldo has a huge platform, much bigger than a lot of the other streamers in South Africa. So it's great, you know, maybe the debate will come early. It will come later. Yeah. Linda, yes, headaches are incredibly debilitating. I can't function when um, I have this tension. And lately it's like in my ear. It's horrible. But that wasn't what was wrong yesterday. I won't talk about why I needed to go to the doctor. There's some things people just don't need to know, and that's one of them. Just ask him, Joe. When you have a gap, ask him on. I'm sure he will be on your show with the greatest of pleasure. I will go check out Paratus once we are done. Yes, please do. And please, even if you don't want to watch his content, you can just subscribe and then turn off the notifications if it's like not something that you're really interested in watching. But I really enjoy his streams, and yeah, like I don't know, he just talks really, really well, and he's really, really convincing. So, you know, I wouldn't say you would be going wrong by subscribing to his channel. And he brought out an awesome video this morning. Yes, it premiered this morning about how to start, you know. Yeah. And you know what? I know there's YouTubers that like do talk about the stuff that goes on with their health and that. And you know what? More power to them. I'm not going to share about what's going on with me because, yeah, I don't even want to tell my mother. The debate is starting. You know what? I'm going to sign off then because maybe that content's actually getting interesting. Okay, cool. So you do already watch Paratus? Oh, Ronaldo saying Craig is wrong. Yeah, yeah. It was bound to happen. Bound to happen. Ronaldo is a DA man, and they are not in favor of secession at all. So I am going to sign off. I'm going to tell you, don't wear a mask if you don't have to. Like if you're hiking in nature and stuff, and there's no one within 20 meters of you and all of that nonsense, you don't need to wear a mask. So stay safe and stay warm. Cheers, everybody.